if things continue to go well. Let's bring in White House Communications Director Alyssa Farah. Big news, Alyssa. I mean, was the White House surprised when Dr. Connolly came out and said, look, he could be released as early as tomorrow?
Well, listen, we're thrilled by this positive update, and I just want to start by thanking you and your viewers and millions of Americans across the country who've been praying for the president and the first family. We feel that outpouring of support, and I know it's keeping him in good spirits. Listen, he's getting the best quality of care imaginable. We're monitoring him. We know he's not out of the woods, but we're very confident in his condition improving. Dr. Connolly, gave an update today, and we're going to continue to give updates as we have them.
Yeah, but in the past couple of days, Alyssa, the critics have said, and, there really truly has been some confusion. There's been some mixed messaging coming from the White House and coming from the doctors. Why hasn't the White House come out and just cleared the deck, cleared up all this stuff and said, this is the way it is, here's what happened, and kind of given everybody a tick-tock of what happened from the beginning when he was confirmed with coronavirus until today?
So, Trace, this is an evolving situation. As you know, we're striving to be as transparent as we can for the American public. Dr. Connolly has released 3 memos to date. The president has done direct-to-camera updates for the American people to see. We've also given now the 2 updates from Dr. Connolly, the chief of staff has, and the press secretary. I think where the confusion sort of arose was between Dr. Connolly's briefing yesterday and then comments from the chief of staff, which he helped clarify on your network. Here's the thing. These were 2 different moments in time. Dr. Connolly was giving a very accurate update yesterday. The president's condition was dramatically improving. He was in good spirits. He was mobile. He was working. He was making calls related to the Supreme Court nominee. He was in a good place. So if the doctor conveyed a level of confidence yesterday, it's because it was accurate. The day before, things were a little bit more concerning, and the chief of staff's comments reflected that. So we wanted to supplement the information we'd shared with the American public so that they have all the facts. And then today, I think you saw a very deliberate briefing from Dr. Connolly about the different treatments he's receiving, projections of where he may be as soon as tomorrow. And we're going to keep doing that. I mean, this country, we all love our president. We all wish him well. He's going to get through this. He's the toughest guy I've ever met. And we're going to give you the facts throughout.
Yeah, and I think you're correct when you say Dr. Connolly, the information he has put forth has been accurate. Nobody is saying that it wasn't accurate. They're saying that he omitted some stuff or he wouldn't comment on some stuff. And even today, he kind of came out and he acknowledged, well, he was doing that because he was trying to put on a brave face. Listen to him, and I'll get your response on the other side.
Sure.
I was trying to reflect the upbeat attitude that the team, the president, that his course of illness has had. I didn't want to give any information that might steer the course of illness in another direction, and in doing so, it came off that we were trying to hide something, which wasn't necessarily true.
And it did come off as if they were trying to hide something. And the critics yesterday were saying, look, it just appears like they're not giving us the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Not to say that he said anything wrong or anything false or gave any bad information. It was all of the information that people believed he should have done. What are your thoughts on how Dr. Connolly handled that?
Right. So 2 things on that. We're committed to being transparent with the public. But what I've learned in these moments is that accuracy is, in fact, more important than speed. We'd rather get you the fully accurate, full picture information rather than rush out the door with facts when we don't necessarily have all of that. So while, of course, we would have liked to maybe be able to share that sooner, I think it's more important.
Well, he had the facts, Alyssa. He had the facts. He just chose not to share them because he was kind of putting on a brave face, an upbeat face, as he said it.
And to my second point, though, what I would say is it's a common medical practice that you want to convey confidence and you want to raise the spirits of the person you're treating.
Right.
I know this president. I don't know that he needs his spirits raised, but I think it's actually a very common medical practice to do that. So if anything, the doctor was giving a really strong and confident viewpoint.
But isn't it also a common medical practice to put the proper information out there, put all the information out there and let people make up their own minds?
Which is absolutely why we had the chief of staff later give some additional updates and then Dr. Connolly out there today. And you have our commitment. We're going to continue to be transparent and give you all the facts. But most importantly, just kind of taking a step back. This president has never stopped working one day since this pandemic first started breaking out in China, before it even came to U.S. shores. We knew this could potentially happen. We took extensive precautions to avoid it, but he's never stopped working for the American people. And even right now, when he's getting medical treatments and he himself has this virus that's afflicted so many people, he's saying, hey, how am I going to get a Supreme Court nominee through? How am I going to get a CARES 4 package for the American people? This president is focused still on serving the people, even when he's getting treated for the virus himself. And I think that's extraordinary.
Yeah. And I don't think anybody has questioned the president's intensity, his tenacity, or his intestinal fortitude. I mean, all those things are there. The question, becomes is he issued that statement last night, that videotaped statement, reports that he was a little bit, perturbed with the chief of staff, Mark Meadows. Is Mark Meadows in the president's doghouse, if you will? Alyssa?
No, absolutely not. Mark Meadows has barely left the president's side. He's been at Walter Reed hours a day, working with him, bringing him different documents he's had to sign, briefing him on giving him Hill updates. Honestly, if anything, I think the chief of staff's comments reflect how close their relationship is, that he's so close to this individual when he sees him in, not feeling well, not his tough, strong self that we all know, that he wanted to make sure to convey that to the public. But no, they couldn't be closer, working together throughout this. He's also, the president's gotten an update from his national security team. His national security advisor briefed him last night. He'll be getting a video update from them as well. He's not stopped working. He's going to continue to throughout his recovery.
Yeah, I just want to, if I can very quickly, if I have time, I want to put this, play this Rudy Giuliani soundbite from Fox and Friends this morning, and then quickly get your wrap up on the other side.
He sounded like himself completely. I mean, we had about a 35, 40-minute conversation. Some of it, of course, about his health. I was very concerned about him. I was very happy to hear his voice sounding exactly the same.
Why is Rudy Giuliani out talking about the president's condition?
Listen, Rudy's an old friend of the president's. They've known each other for decades. I think this is, frankly, a friend wanting to convey how, the president of the United States is still strong in getting through this. We've had a lot of folks wanting to go out and just champion America's champion, President Trump, and I think that's what Rudy was doing.
Yeah. Alyssa Farah, always good to see you. Thank you.
Thanks, Trace.
Well, the president's Democratic rival